Ranking up in Beat Saber is probably easier than you think, and hopefully this video is going to be able to help you rank up in Beat Saber. Now, what does it mean to rank up in Beat Saber? Well, when I say rank up in Beat Saber, I more specifically mean rank up on the Score Saber leaderboards. So, if you don't know what the Score Saber leaderboards is, I'm here to show you. So we're going to open up Google or Bing or Firefox or Safari or whatever you use, and we're going to go ahead and go to the Score Saber leaderboards. And you just got to go to scoresaber.com. And so this might look a little confusing, but really what it is just a place where all the scores from all the players that have a specific mod get placed. So what's this mod you're talking about? Alright, so the mod I'm talking about, you're going to need to be able to get from the newest mod launcher, which is Beat Saber Mod Assistant. I'm going to go ahead and search that up. So after you search that up, you're just going to have to scroll down just a little bit, and right here you're going to be looking for Assistant/Mod Assistant, Simple Beat Saber Mod Installer. You're going to go to this GitHub, and this is where you're going to download the program that's going to allow you to mod your game. So since I've already got it installed, where is it? There it is. I'm going to go ahead and open up and click I agree. And before you do this, make sure your install folder is correct and make sure it has the correct game type right here. Then after that's done, you're going to click mods here. Make sure the game version is right. 1.0.1 has already been released, but it's fine using this 1.0.0. So the mod I'm talking about that you need right here is Score Saber. Score Saber right here. So once you got that mod installed and you've played a couple songs, you're like, okay, well, now what? So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and click global ranking here, and you can type in your username, the one you use either for Oculus or Steam or whatever platform you're on, Windows Mixed Reality, whatnot, but your profile should pop up here, and you're going to go ahead and click on here. You can open up your profile. You can see all your scores. Each song has this thing called performance points tied to it if they are ranked. Now, ranked maps are decided by a couple of people who you can find in the Score Saber Discord, which I'll have a link in the description. And they choose what maps get ranked and what maps don't. So there's a couple of qualifiers on what makes a map ranked, but that's a whole nother story. I can leave a link to that as well. Basically, you only get performance points for ranked maps. Now, how do I find these ranked maps? There's a couple of easy ways to do that. You're going to go ahead and click on Score Saber right here. Go back to the main page. Click Only Show Ranked Leaderboards. Now, if you want to sort them by like how many performance points you can get, you're going to want to sort them by star difficulty. The songs with the highest star difficulties are likely to have the most performance points rewarded for passing them. Now, you only get performance points if you pass the song. I don't believe no fail counts, and if it does, well, no fail drastically reduces your accuracy, so you won't even get the amount of performance points that you really need to use to rank up. So, a couple of songs that I found are really good for ranking up are anything, like literally anything on these first 3 pages. If you can beat any of these, even the 4th or 5th page, if you can beat these songs, you are going to skyrocket in rank. I've completed some of the highest songs that they were listed on the ranked pages. So we got like Overkill Map by Nuke Time, Nuclear Star by Camellia, and a bunch of others. But the more of these songs you play and pass, the higher your rank is going to go. So once I figured this out, about almost 2 months ago, I was stuck around 4,000. I'm like, why am I not going up in ranks? I'm like, I'm passing songs still, like I'm getting pretty good scores. But the reason was I wasn't playing ranked maps, and I only had played a couple at this point. But So you can download all these ranked maps through a playlist on Beast Saber, this website. You can download playlists. There's a specific playlist for the top 200 performance points rewarding map. You can search for playlists here. Yeah, you're gonna go ahead and click on that right there. And then you're gonna click down here on Discover Playlists. And to use this, you don't have to have the Beasts or the Beat Drop installer, but I would recommend it for installing songs. It makes it 10 times easier. And if you create an account on here, you can also just bookmark them, and they'll sync to your thing, and they will automatically update to your game. So most of these don't reward performance points, but if you scroll down here to page 2, I believe, where is it? Aha! Excellent maps for competitive expert plus players. These maps, I feel like a lot of them are ranked. Not all of them, but a good portion of them. This is the playlist you want. The top 200 PP maps playlist in order. And this has a ton of these songs that you can find on the only ranked, like this is on it, this is on it, this is on it, this is on it. Like, I'm not sure if this is on it. This is on it. I believe I downloaded this myself. Not everything, because it hasn't been updated in a little while, but it's a great start to get you going. This video will give you an explanation as to how difficult these are. It's pretty tough, right? Well, with a bunch of practice and, some more time, you're going to slowly make your ways up the ranks. Getting to top 1,000 wasn't too hard, in my honest opinion, but I do pick up this game pretty quickly. I've been struggling to get out of the top 500, but with a little more time, I'm pretty sure I can. We can go ahead and go back here. So, Milk Crown on Sonetica, the top player has 420 rewarded from that. For Happy Song, the next highest ranked has 400, upwards of almost 400 again. You want to get the most performance points out of each song that you possibly can. The way your rank is determined is based on your total performance points right here. So, my total performance points is 5,494.25. Now, you look at these numbers, the blue ones right here, and they definitely add up to more than 5,000. Like, once you get to all these, it's definitely worth more than 5,000. So you're like, hold on, wait a minute. What's going on here? Well, your performance points is not calculated based on this number right here. It's calculated based on this right here. This is your raw, unchanged performance points rewarded for completing that song. This is your adjusted performance points. Now, the way your performance points is adjusted is based on this formula. So basically what that means is it takes your raw performance points, multiplies it by its position in the leaderboard, and then spits out this, and there you go. That's how much performance points you get. So on the hardest songs, you want to have the most performance points, just so you get every last little bit of them. Obviously, certain songs you're going to get more out of, certain songs you're not going to get as much out of, but it does take some time to place there. Now, let's talk about accuracy for a second. So, if we look here, we've got my total accuracy for this song was 88.05. Now, accuracy is scored based on the amount of angle on your downwards cut and the amount of follow through after you cut the cube. I believe you have to get 100 degrees angle down and then 30 more degrees past the cube to get, I believe, 100 points for the cube. And the max score currently is 115. Now, the other 15 points comes from your, slicing the cube directly in half It doesn't have to be down the middle. It can be any way, like either way, like slightly like this, as long as the cube has been cut in equal portions. And the easiest way to do that is go directly down the center of the cube. So it takes a lot of time and practice to get really accurate, but the best way to build on your accuracy is play easier songs that you're maybe able to full combo, or you can almost full combo them, and really focus on trying to get the most amount of points out of each cube. And once you start to get the feel for that, slowly build up the difficulty on those songs and slowly work your way up to trying to get higher accuracies on much more difficult songs. By getting a higher accuracy, you're going to be rewarded a lot more performance points for that song. So if you only get 60% on accuracy, you're probably not going to get many performance points from it, because a lot of people can do that. But if you're able to increase your accuracy through practice and just spending time with the game and getting to know the feel of it, you're going to go up in the leaderboards. Another way I've found to increase my accuracy is change my grip type. I don't use default grip. Default grip is where you just hold the controllers. If you're on Oculus or Steam, you just hold them like this normally. Like the controller just sits as it normally would in any other game. Now, Beat Saber is not really the game to do that, because at the higher level maps like these, it can really mess up your wrists when you're trying to do flicks, or if you're trying to do top right corner, bottom left corner, back and forth with one arm. You got to adjust your grip. You're not going to be hitting the same accuracy you can. And grips work different for everyone else. So find what works best for you, and just work with it and find what helps you get the best accuracy. Well, I feel like I've covered almost everything. If you have questions or comments, feel free to let me know.